Think you have a water leak under your foundation? We can help. Find the service you need right here at In-House Plumbing Company, where serving you is our business. We're going to say that the actual leak is right here, okay? And we're going to say that it's on the cold water line, and it is right here on the line going to the outside faucet. Now, at this point, we really have several options as to what to do about fixing this leak, okay? Technically, you could go in here into this wall, cut into the wall, find the line that is going to the outside faucet, okay, and cap it off. You would then have no outside faucet, okay, but it is technically at that point an option to do that, and you would not have to actually go through the slab. Now, at that point, if we did that, we could come in here and cut into the water line right in here in this area, okay, and run a new faucet, outside faucet, okay, to this area out here and do away with this and never have to go under the slab. That is one option. However, let's just say for this example that we, at this point, we know the leak is here, okay? None of this matters anymore, okay? So let's erase all of this, okay? You know you got your leak right here, okay? What we would do at that point, okay, is we would punch a hole through the slab, okay, to actually make that repair, okay? So we would punch a hole. You know your line is going right down through here. Your leak is here. We can go right down on top of the leak and actually uncover it, cut out the bad piece of pipe, put in a new piece of pipe. Again, retest the system. We want to retest the system to verify that our leak is repaired and that there's no additional leaks in the line. So we would do that. Once we know there's no more leaks, we would then at that point put the dirt back in and the concrete back down. Let's assume there's carpet on the floor in this bedroom. In-house plumbing would not put the carpet back down if necessary in that bedroom, okay? And so that is actually how we would repair that leak. Now, a couple of important notes. When we jackhammer through a slab, jackhammering has a bad connotation all over the place. We work extremely hard to keep the dust down. We're very, very good at that. We also have a cleanliness guarantee where we will guarantee you that it will be clean. Will it be spick and span? No, maybe not. But it will be clean enough that you will accept it. I can promise you that. Okay. And if you're not satisfied with it, we'll give you $40 towards the price of having a professional cleaning company actually come in and clean that area. Okay, we're so confident in what we do to keep that dust down that we will do that. Okay, another important note, very important. Okay, some people ask us on a regular basis to actually tunnel from the outside to fix a water leak under a slab. So let's say we were to make an access hole here, and we were actually, instead of punching this hole through the slab, okay, we actually made a tunnel like this, okay, and actually got to the leak that way that was there, okay? Now, in-house plumbing does not recommend fixing a leak, a water leak, a freshwater leak, by tunneling under a slab. First of all, you have the safety implications, okay? Because a water leak leaks all the time, it's constantly leaking. It's just like turning on your faucet at your kitchen sink and leaving it on, okay? It never stops until you turn off the water. Because of that, this dirt in this area is very undermined, so to speak, okay? It is unstable. It's not in good condition, good situation. So as you're tunneling in there, okay, you cannot make proper walls for safety purposes to actually get a man to crawl down in there. What happens a lot of times is the dirt literally collapses. If you've got a tunnel like this, okay, this dirt will collapse, okay, to the inside, okay, and so basically it's just kind of mush that you're taking out of there, okay? So it's very unsafe. The other situation is with copper especially, okay, when you are trying to repair the leak under the slab, you will have to solder it. And you have to actually do a special type of solder with a leak under the slab, which is called silver soldering. That's another very, very important note. You don't just want to regular solder a leak under the slab, you want to silver solder it. It literally braces it back together like it's now one pipe, okay, especially if it's done right, all right? So you don't want to, if you're silver soldering a leak under a slab, you have to get it extremely hot, the pipe extremely hot to actually be able to solder that, okay? If you, the more distance you tunnel in, the less oxygen you have in that tunnel. You need a bunch of oxygen to be able to create the heat that you need to be able to solder that pipe, okay? And so it's very dangerous, okay, to have a man down in this hole where there's no oxygen. The oxygen that is in there is being taken up by trying to solder that, okay? The other thing is, not only is it dangerous for the man, but it's also, you're not going to get a good solder on that pipe. It's just not going to happen, okay? In-house plumbing, in our 8.5-year history, we had one leak recreate itself after we repaired it that we know of. And that leak, we tunneled in about 7 feet to fix that leak. We know for a fact that the reason we had that leak is because we silver soldered by tunneling. My man got sick in the hole, and the leak created itself again and caused about $10,000 worth of damage on a house because it had created itself again. So it's not a good idea to tunnel. Now, there is one situation out there that we have actually not done to date, but we are seriously considering it. So you might check with us on it. But there is a type of compression fitting that we can probably use under a slab. In-house plumbing has not been a fan of compression fittings under the slab. This is basically a situation where you compress a coupling onto the pipe, okay? The problem is it's nowhere near as good as silver soldering, and if something moves and that compression coupling comes apart, okay, you've got the leak all over again. So we have not been a person who recommends that. However, there is one type of compression fitting situation that we may use to actually tunnel under a slab in certain situations if we can ensure the safety of our individuals as they're tunneling underneath there. Okay, so please check with us, but generally we say it's always better just to punch a hole through the slab to actually make that repair. I mean, no matter what, if you're trying to tunnel 20 feet to fix a water leak, you can replace a lot of floor coverings. Okay, you can clean the entire house for the price the price difference between tunneling 20 feet, okay, and just punching a hole right through the slab. I mean, literally, you can almost, in some cases, remodel your house with some of these prices that some of these guys are charging, okay, for the price difference between those two. All right, so this is how we would repair a water leak under the slab. Thank you.